Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Syed Sina from the Department of Banking and Insurance, and today I will talk about the education system of Bangladesh as a whole, not only the problems. Now, basically, in my opinion, the education system of Bangladesh, it's a joke. You know why it's a joke? Because there are three parallel platforms for education up to high school or college level in our country. Number one is the so-called NCTB's national curriculum system. Number two is the British curriculum system, and number three is the madrasa system. And now again, on the other hand, we have got subsystems of all these three curriculums. Number one is like for national curriculum, it is the English version and the Bangla version. Now the English version students, they do not think like they belong to the direct system of Bangla version staffs. And number two is like the Bangla version students, they think like the English version students aren't quite similar to them or similar to their standards. And number two is the British curriculum system. I don't know, I'm not quite certain about it right now because there are Edexcel, there is a Cambridge system, and now which one is currently prevailing, I'm not quite sure, but there are two systems as far as I know. And there in madrasa system also there are some separate rules and separate stuff. As a result, it's a bit confusing what's actually going on in our country. Now in the madrasa system, as far as I know, that the system does not fulfill the market demand. The students neither do not have any technical knowledge about the technical knowledge. For example, like they don't have neither the technical knowledge to do the stuff like driving or like other things, the things that can make them technically at least sound to do work. And on the other hand, they do not fulfill the market demand. Like with the main trend of education in the university, they are not actually suitable with that. Basically, they struggle a lot to get into that system when they come to the university level. And on the other hand, the national curriculum, the problem is huge. Basically, I would say like it's huge because number one is like the system is basically coaching based because the students and the parents as well, they are in an unhealthy competition to make good results, so-called A+ and stuff. But the thing is that though they are getting so many A+ because the government emphasizes on less quality A+ or something like that. That's why so many students, the bulk of students are getting A+ every year, we can see. But they are not even up to the proper standard of the university. Now, people getting A+ do not get chance in public universities, even neither they fulfill the requirements of the private universities sometimes. Now, I don't know about the people who are even less qualified than A+. Because the system thing is really horrible. I think there are some faculties who can say better than me about the real condition of the students who are getting A+ or who are not. Basically, because the condition is very horrible. I saw some of the copies of my juniors and seniors as well. And the thing is that I don't know if even my standard is even up to the mark or not. I'm not pretty sure about it. Because the system is very defective. Number one is the thing is like how to get into the university through the admission test. Now the university admission test, there are even certain problems with that. Number one is the question leakage system. Number two is like if it is really appropriate. For example, the admission system of C unit, for example. Now see what we study in C unit basically is BBA, right? But what we are giving here in the admission test, we are appearing for Bangla exam. Now is it basically appropriate for a student in the university level who will not study Bangla at all in the university level, will have to appear for Bangla exam? It is not appropriate, at least not in my common sense. It can be in any subject, it can be mathematical subjects because these are relevant with that things, but irrelevant things are included in the university admission test. The system of, filtering is not proper. And the system even the university is not proper. For example, in the public universities, there is less research. The R&D budget, do you not know the R&D budget of Dhaka University? Anyone? Anyone over here, do you know the R&D budget for Dhaka University for the faculties? It's only 2.5 million taka. It's only 2.5 million taka and it's allocated for the entire university. So if the budget is only 2.5 million taka for the entire university, then what is the condition of research in such an institute? I don't know the condition of the rest of the country because it's very horrible. So I'm not pretty hopeful about this educational system. From my perspective, from my point of view, it can differ, but I'm not very hopeful. If the system doesn't change, we are in a huge problem. Thank you very much.